Welcome to Poland. Poland is a country located in Central Europe. It extends from the Baltic Sea in the north, and then the Sudetes and Carpathian Mountains from the south. This country is also the fifth most populous member state in the European Union and the ninth largest country in Europe. Its capital and largest city is Warsaw, which is the sixth most populous city in the European Union. Now, let's take a look at the history of Poland before 966 AD. The history of Poland begins with the arrival of the first Homo species in modern-day Poland, around 500,000 BCE, in settlements such as Trzebnica and Lower Silesia. The Pleistocene glacial and interglacial periods in Poland began with the San River glaciation, which happened until 450,000 BCE, followed by the Masovian interglacial, which happened until 370,000 BCE, followed by the Middle Poland glaciation, which happened until 128,000 BCE, followed by the Eemian interglacial, which happened until 115,000 BCE, and finally the Vistula glaciation, which happened until 10,000 BCE. 10,000 BCE was also the time that Homo sapiens that lived in modern-day Poland claimed permanent settlement, marking the transition from nomadic lifestyles to increased organized gathering and hunting in the Mesolithic period. Fast forward to 5,500 BCE, migrants from the Danube River area introduced important advancements, such as agriculture, livestock, and pottery, to the region. This brought farming into the region, so instead of killing animals, people used the method of controlling breeding and grazing to gain food from animals. Notably, Kuyavia has produced the oldest known evidence of cheesemaking, dating back to 5,500 BCE. They used pottery fragments from Neolithic sites that acted as sieves, scientifically analyzed to show milk processing residues, suggesting the separation of curds from whey. These old pottery pieces are interpreted as early chest strainers, marking the earliest known use of dairy processing technology in the region, this signaling a preceding shift in the food production and storage. The Bronnices pot, which dates back approximately to 3635 to 3370 BCE and is attributed to the funnelbeaker culture, represents a notable artifact from the Neolithic period in Poland. This ceramic vessel is particularly esteemed for containing the earliest known depiction of a wheeled vehicle, a groundbreaking innovation that played a crucial role in the development of transportation technology. Discovered in 1976 at a significant Neolithic settlement in southern Poland, the pot features intricate, incised drawings of a four-wheeled wagon. This suggests that the use of wagons in Central Europe dates back much earlier than previously recognized. Additionally, the vessel displays symbols that may indicate a village layout or an early form of writing. Today, the Bronnices pot is housed in the Archaeological Museum in Krakow. Its discovery underscores the notion that the communities residing in the Vistula Basin were part of a sophisticated technological network during the late Neolithic era. The Lusatian culture, which lasted from 1300 BCE to 300 BCE, was a prominent Large Bronze and Early Iron Age society in Central Europe centered in the Oder and Vistula River basins. Best known for its intensive agriculture, sophisticated bronze casting, fortified settlements, and distinctive cremation burials in urns, forming part of the broader Urnfield culture, with scholars linking it to early Slavic or Balto-Slavic peoples. Its economy was primarily reliant on agriculture, growing wheat and barley, used to produce foods such as porridges, bread, flatbreads, and possibly early forms of noodles, raising cattle, pigs, sheep, and horses for resources like meat, dairy, milk, hides, labor, and wool, and with hunting and fishing as supplements. Its technology was highly developed metalworking, especially bronze casting for tools, weapons, and ornaments. The tools were used for farming, food preparation, and crafting. The weapons were used for hunting games, defense, and displays of warrior prowess. And the ornaments were used for personal adornment, expressing wealth, status, and potentially spiritual beliefs. Its settlements varied from open villages to large, fortified hill forts with palisade walls, such as the famous Biskupin in Poland, an archaeological site and open-air museum featuring a reconstructed Iron Age fortified settlement of the Lusatian culture. Its burial practices most commonly cremation, with ashes placed in pottery urns, often because of reflecting beliefs for the afterlife, community cohesion, and a desire to preserve and honor the deceased's memory through symbolic homes for their remains. often accompanied by smaller pots, and found in large cemeteries. Its social structure lived in patriarchal clans because of their socio-economic system was built on intensive agriculture, herding, and specialized metallurgy, which favored the control of land, tools, and inheritance through the male line. As part of the wider Central European Urnfield system, the Lusatian culture's organization was driven by the need to manage property and, in many cases, defend it, which solidified the authority of male-headed kinship groups, with evidence of social stratification seen in elaborate burials and hoards. The Celtic and Germanic migrations that occurred from 400 BCE to 500 AD happened throughout classical antiquity. The territory was a crossroads for various tribes. It involved vast movements across Europe, with the Celts expanding from Central Europe, around Hungary and the Alps, west into France, Spain, and Britain between 600 and 400 BCE. The Celtic migrations originated in Central Europe, and their core area was between eastern France, southern Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and the Czech Republic, which is called the Hallstatt culture, and is seen as the birthplace of Proto-Celtic and early Celtic expansion. From this core, tribes spread through movements related to the Latin culture, leading to Celtic presence in Gaul, France, Iberia, Spain or Portugal, the Balkans, and Britain. Major movements occurred after 400 BCE, with Celts reaching northern Italy and the Balkans, and migrating to Britain around 1000 BCE. Dates can vary. The Celtic from the West theory proposes Celtic roots along the Atlantic facade, including Iberia, Britain, and Ireland, suggesting early maritime trade and contact introduced Celtic languages and culture. It emphasizes gradual cultural diffusion and population movement via sea routes, rather than large-scale invasions. Some of the Celts migrated to Britain and Ireland in around 6th to 5th centuries BCE, bringing Celtic languages that influenced modern Irish, Welsh, and Scottish Gaelic. Some of the Celts migrated to northern Italy, introducing their language and culture. Large groups of Celts migrated into Southeast Europe in around the year 280 BCE, with some establishing the Kingdom of Galatia in modern Turkey. Germanic migrations originated from southern Scandinavia and northern Germany, around modern Denmark and the North Sea coast during the Iron Age, with Proto-Germanic speakers spreading from this homeland before expanding across Europe in waves, notably pushing into Central Europe, clashing with Rome, and later spreading to Britain, Gaul, Spain, and the Mediterranean as part of the larger migration period, driven by population growth and pressure from groups like the Huns. Germanic groups expanded from this core into southern Scandinavia and deeper into Germany between Weser and Vistula rivers after 1000 BCE. During the Iron Age, Germanic tribes moved west and south, pushing Celts west of the Rhine and into southern Germany or Gaul by around 200 to 100 BCE. Another wave moved east along the Baltic coast towards the Vistula River. During the Great Migrations, nomadic Huns pushed Germanic peoples like Goths into the Roman Empire starting in the late 4th century CE, triggering mass movements. A significant crossing by Vandals, Suebi, and Alans into Roman Gaul marked a major phase, leading to settlement in Spain and North Africa. Visigoths established kingdom in Gaul or Toulouse and Spain, Vandals in North Africa, in Carthage, Franks in Gaul, and Ostrogoths in Italy, significantly reshaping Europe's political landscape. These migrations were crucial in the eventual fall of the Western Roman Empire and led to the formation of modern European nations and languages. Slavic ethnogenesis occurred roughly between 200 BCE and 600 CE in Eastern Europe, with a likely homeland in the Polsy region, which is around modern Belarus and Ukraine. A distinct Slavic genetic cluster emerged during the Iron Age, characterized by the I2AY3120 founder lineage. They rapidly expanded during the 6th to 8th centuries into the Balkans, Eastern Alps, and Central Europe, often replacing local populations or acting as a new elite cultural model. The primary homeland is considered the forested, marshy area of Polsy in the Pripyat River basin. Ethnogenesis is an Iron Age phenomenon, with a distinct genetic identity that formed around 200 BCE to 600 CE. Early Slavs, often identified as Veneti, Ontes, or Sclavini, began expanding in the 5th to 6th centuries, accelerating during the 7th century, often in association with the Avar Khaganate. In the first wave, the 6th century had high Baltic ancestry with more than 50% with minimal local admixture, moved from the Vistula and Dnipro region into Central Europe. Documented crossing at the Iron Gates, impacting the Danube region. In the second wave, during the 6th and 7th centuries, it was associated with Avar confederations, mixed Avar Slavic profiles, 25 to 30% of Baltic ancestry, substantial Byzantine, and admixture in the Balkans. In the third and final wave, during the 8th and 9th century, it was associated with regional consolidation, such as the Slavic settlement of the Eastern Alps, in Carantania and modern Slovenia and Austria, and migration into the Balkan interior. The expansion, specifically into Eastern Germany and Poland, involved a near-total genetic shift, suggesting a large-scale, family-based migration rather than small warrior bands. The settlement in the Balkans, during the 6th and 7th centuries, significantly altered the region, resulting in modern Slavic populations having 30 to 60% of Slavic-related ancestry. Early Slavs were characterized by the Prague-Korčak archaeological culture, featuring small, pit-house settlements, cremation burials, and simple pottery. While traditional views emphasize massive migration from the north, some theories suggest a cultural model spread, where small Slavic groups impose their language and identity on local, heterogeneous populations. Key evidence include I2AY3120, a central paternal lineage that experienced explosive growth during the period of Slavic ethnogenesis, now common among South, East, and West Slavs. Another evidence is R1AZ282, another significant lineage associated with Eastern European ancestry in the Balkans. Modern studies confirm a major demographic influx during the early Middle Ages, rejecting the idea of only cultural diffusion. The baptism of Poland, which took place on April 14, 966, under Duke Mieszko I, is regarded as the foundational event of Polish statehood. By embracing Latin Christianity, Mieszko I integrated his pagan Slavic realm into Western European civilization, secured political alliances with Bohemia, and established a recognized Christian kingdom. Mieszko I, leader of the Piast dynasty and the Polans tribe, was baptized along with his court, marking the official transition from paganism to Christianity. In 965, Mieszko married Dobrowa of Bohemia, a Christian princess, which significantly influenced his decision to adopt Christianity and fostered a crucial alliance with the Bohemian Duke Boleslaw I. The baptism is considered the symbolic birth of the Polish state, allowing Poland to be recognized as a sovereign Western Christian nation rather than merely a collection of pagan tribes. This decision aligned Poland with Western Latin civilization, facilitating the development of administration, education, and architecture. Additionally, it created a long-lasting and deep connection between Polish national identity and the Catholic Church. April 14th is officially recognized in Poland as the Day of the Baptism of Poland. While the exact location of the baptism is debated, Gniezno and Poznan are considered the most likely sites. The baptism provided the necessary political and religious framework for the future consolidation and development of the Polish kingdom, with Mieszko I's son, Boleslaw the Brave, later becoming the first crowned king of Poland. Hey, before you exit this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye!